Hey all, Hipper here. So it's time for yet another solid cruiser play video here, and like I said in the beginning, I'm starting off with the German cruisers. So far I've already done Siegfried and Hipper, so it's time to do Mainz. And on this Mainz I actually have an agile build, the exact same build as I use on Hipper, which is Lutyens and Azure Lane Baltimore, and I believe it's Takao as inspirations. So I'm not going to show it, but that's what I'm using for this battle here. And we are on Shards, which is one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite map now that Fault Line has disappeared from tier 7, which is like a travesty. I don't know who decided that, but that really wasn't a good idea. And speaking of bad ideas, then also rearranging the spawns here on Shards was also the worst idea in the long, sad history of bad ideas. Because I get the rightmost spawn on this map, and I still have to sail a long time broadside to actually get into an area where I can enter the cap without being in too much trouble here. Now the spawns were already a lot more to the right earlier on, and somehow in their wisdom Wargaming decided to change that, which I don't agree with, but whatever. We are in Mainz, an agile Mainz, and this is a solid cruiser video here. And what these videos are about is just to show, you know, battles that aren't spectacular but also aren't terrible, like probably just above average battles. Let's say that. And I kind of, you know, when the battle is over, I look at the XP. If the XP is around 2500 and I have 1 or 2 kills, that's an average battle for me according to my stats. So that's what I say that is a solid game. Not spectacular, not super crazy or anything like that, but solid. And also I would like to be top of the leaderboard as well. So I'm using my agility, not my concealment. I'm using my agility to get into this cap here, and that means that I can get spotted. It doesn't really matter because no one can hit me anyway, and that means I can fire back, something that concealment cruisers cannot do. I mean, if you fire, you're spotted and then you're in trouble until you are in like a position like here, and that's why I play agile cruisers. It's just more fun, and it also means that when you fire on the enemy, you are spotted obviously, and usually they fire on you, and that includes ships that haven't been spotted yet, meaning that you're giving your team an advantage in the fact that a lot of reds are shooting at you and giving away their positions earlier than they probably would have been otherwise. And that's again another plus over concealment cruisers, because no one's going to shoot at a cruiser they can't see. And that's my philosophy anyway, and I think it works really well. So just like Hipper and Prince Eugen, I mean, the key to success in Mainz, probably less in Mainz than the others, because Mainz is also a pretty good HE spammer, so you don't have to be as aggressive as I am here. But I play it just like I play my Hipper. And get in to the cap, you know, pick a good position here. This Richelieu here, he cannot push any more forward, because I'm going to torp him then, and he's well aware of that. That's why he's stopping. And I have the cap, I control this cap here. And there's really nothing the Reds can do about it, because I have a bunch of torpedoes, and whoever decides to rush me as the first is almost guaranteed to meet a torpedo demise. So now they're sitting out there and they're looking at each other. They're thinking, so who's gonna go in first and face the mines that know we're coming? And nobody wants to do that, obviously. And that means that this Richelieu here, he's out of the game. He's sitting behind this island here. He may get a few shots at the other battleship that's bow on, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Like, what he wanted to do was flank, go up here, and then pretty much sit in this spot here, and then have the whole map where he can look for broadside. But because I'm here stopping his progress, there's just nothing he can do. He cannot rush me. I will sink him before he gets to do anything. If he wanted to rush me, now is the time when this Friesland here has me occupied. But of course, I am still constantly keeping an eye on the Reds, because I know they're just waiting for an opportunity to take me out, and that opportunity is now. This is the time. I have a Friesland, and I have a Stalingrad to worry about over here. So if the Richelieu came out now, I don't know if I would be like aware enough to shoot torps at him, but he doesn't, and the Friesland pays with its life for that mistake, and I instantly look back to see what's going on here, and they're still sitting there. And I mean, I have 5.6 kilometer sonar, so I can keep an eye on everybody here. And Richelieu, he's making a move again, but he sees that I'm still looking at him, and again he, you know, just crashes into the rocks. And I'm taking this battleship here out of the game by myself. I haven't sunk him, but he's not able to do anything. So now the Stalingrad is the problem here, because he's obviously gunning for me. So I cannot show broadside to this guy here, because he will just delete me instantly. I mean, it's a legendary cruiser, and I'm just in a tier 7. So gotta be a little careful. And also, I cannot pop out from the island, because I'm not sure what that Baltimore is doing at the moment. I need my sonar to come back. So it's a little bit of a nasty situation here. So just go bow on to this Stalingrad here, and then just hope that I can out-heal him, basically. Because see the way he's protecting his broadsides. He's sitting in between those two islands there, so it's really hard to get at them. And I'm sure you know, a bow on Stalingrad is going to take forever to get rid of. And at the same time, I have to keep an eye on Richelieu here, because like I said, he's just waiting for an opportunity for me to look away for just a few seconds, so he can get around the corner and, you know, try to take me out. But as usual, I'm keeping an eye out, and I'm wasting a few torps there, but that's okay. I have another set, and I wasn't sure he was going to continue or not. So now he's on fire, and that probably just gives me a bit of time to focus on the Stalingrad here, because now I'm going to help this Des Moines here get rid of him. It's always better if you have someone else shooting at a ship. You should always join in instead of shooting at like another ship. In general, of course, if you get to shoot at the destroyer, you do that, absolutely. But in this case here, we need to get rid of the Stalingrad to have this flank here free, so we can actually move a little bit better over here. So I'm just popping a few torps out there, because this Stalingrad is going to take forever to get rid of, because all we can do is shoot at his bow. We cannot really get at his broadside, because he's playing quite clever there. I don't know why he doesn't have a camo on it, but that's, I guess, a different question. So my torp takes him out, and now I am thinking, okay, I'm going to rush the Richelieu here. Because I was hoping he would still be in the same position, but as you can see, he's actually reversing, and he's playing smart, because he doesn't know which way I'm going to come around this island here. He knows I'm going to come for him, because now is the time. He's been a thorn in my side the whole battle, and I'm eager to get some revenge. So that's why he's reversing out and going bow on, so he can defend himself from both the right side of the island and the left side. And he's too far away to do a torp rush in Mainz. At least in Hipper you can do it. Mainz is just too squishy. It's gonna get Citadel before I get there. He's nearly 6 kilometers away. 3 kilometers, you can attempt it in Mainz. In Hipper, 6 kilometers is doable. But yeah, in this situation here, it's better just to wait for him to make the move. And we also have to worry about this Alaska here. I think I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I think I sunk his division mate. So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna have it in for me. And I know this particular player as well, and I've met him many times. And he's usually in a Kleber, and he's quite a menace, actually. So that's why I'm just being a little careful here. I just want to see what's actually happening. Because, I mean, I have Des Moines back up here, which is awesome. So I'm not too worried. I just make sure that I don't get Citadel by this Alaska here as soon as he comes around, because I can guarantee that he's going to shoot at me, which is exactly what he does. So if I can just burn this guy down here, and at the same time keep an eye on El Richelieu, because he's still there, and I'm not really sure how to deal with him, because I have to wait for him to come in closer, or someone else needs to get into a position. And when I say someone else, I mean the battleship that has just been sitting there. I mean, it's time to actually, you know, start shooting at all the battleships. But he's not going to get the opportunity, because the Richelieu, he realizes he's the last guy left alive. And why is that? That's because I pushed him into that unfortunate position there, where he can just sit behind the island and, you know, think about what he did. And I would like to finish the job now. So I'm going to come around the corner here, and now he's much closer. He's not 6 kilometers away, and he's not reversing. So there's no escape. So just fire one set of torpedoes there, and we're just gonna wait and see what he does before we fire the second tube. Because I can take a salvo, I think, right now. It should be okay. But I don't have to, because the first bunch of torps here, they pretty much do it. And then he goes for the ram, and that's exactly what I want. And that means that I can get my other torps off. And that's the end of Mr. Richelieu. So that was a solid Mainz battle in my opinion. Not like stratospheric in damage, and you know, no Krakens and high calibers and all that stuff, but still pretty good. And the Des Moines also did a really good job with just a few XP apart. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.